Please click like and subscribe and that little notification bell for the next episode.
Can you tell us about needles during World War II?
There was population over 10,000 then, when the army was here. And they had camps all over. They had some in Goffs. In fact, I was just a kid during the war. I was only 14 years old. And I worked for the Harvey House, a dishwasher. But I didn't like it because they paid 19 cents an hour. And the friends of mine were out there shoe shining shoes for the GIs, in the park, because a bunch of GIs were laying out in the park. They were charging a nickel a shoe shine, and most of the GIs gave them a quarter to keep the change, So I quit the Harvey's house, made me a box, and went out there and shoe shine. I was making $10 or $20 a night, a day, more than I was working out there at the Harvey's house.
Mark, I want to say so much for telling us these stories.
I'll just say I have enjoyed it, and for once I've got an audience to listen.
And Anthony, Tony, thank you very much for your recollections too. Really appreciate it. Thank you both for coming down and spending time with us.
You better chow down and gas up the needles because Route 66 enters the Mojave Desert.
And there is no food and gas for a long time.
Highway crosses Route 40 to the National Old Trails Highway,
where we drive Route 40 from exit 139 to exit 133, where the older alignment begins. Route 66 becomes Goffs Road as we travel west to the ghost town of Goffs.
As you might suspect, in these parts there is absolutely nobody to talk to. We stopped and filmed the ruins of Goffs General Store, built in 1947.
Formerly a cafe and a service station, now it is a ruin.
Now people live in the desert, but they were nowhere in sight. The Goffs General Store is not fenced in so we can explore. It looks like they may be restoring the place.
A little further west, the bulk of Goffs Ghost Town is fenced in. Spying in, you can see that they are restoring Goffs Ghost Town into a great Route 66 destination.
Goffs Schoolhouse, dated 1914, is also being restored. Some of the structures, like this one, with a cross on it, I cannot identify.
Fenner is our next destination as we travel west on the old road.
Fenner is the only place in the Mojave Desert where you can get food and gas.
And this is Fenner. All we got here is a gas station. You got a gas station, got something to get a little something to eat, and that's all there is to Fenner.
Fenner food and gas is very expensive since it's the only game on Route 66 and Route 40 in the Mojave Desert.
Fill up needles and food in the cooler will save you some big bucks.
June Wellington's cafe ruin is west of Fenner.
A white building can be seen off in the distance. Is this June Wellington?
Close up it was a different ruin, not listed in all our available references.
But it was not fenced in, so we were free to explore and look inside. Inside this ruin is not as bad or as old as is normally seen on Route 66.
In this ruin, I didn't see any evidence that it was being restored.
The Essex Post Office suggests a very small population.
And it is located right next door to June Wellington's Wayside Cafe, Market, and Station.
It's another ruin not fenced in and allows me to explore. It is no longer in business and just another old road ruin.
Across the street is another unknown ruin in far worse shape. There are about 100 residents in Essex, often living in trailer homes.
There is about 159 miles of Route 66 that goes through the Mojave Desert from Needles to Barstow. Now, starting from around here, these old road messages spelled out in stones start to appear at the side of the road.
So that's what it looks like. Along this road in the desert, they make these rock messages. And this one was done in 2006. It's been sitting there. There's tons of them up and down the road.
These stone messages go on for many, many miles, and everyone seems to stop and do what?
This is the mural in another fenced-in room.
We continue west past the Route 66 rest stop marker to the Cadez Summit Service Center ruin.
Which was built in 1931, and then it went out of business in the 1970s.
Yeah, red, over at 66. But I don't know about you, but aren't you curious to see what the hell's in that door? I'm interested. Let's go take a peek. Really not much of anything. However it was, there's nothing there. Way.